In this video, I want to talk about how I used scripting in FreePlane to accomplish a task that I use often when I'm doing research. I wanted to be able to open an ebook to a given position using the Calibre ebook viewer. The result that I wanted was this. I wanted to be able to open a book from a given node. This node I copied from one of my research files, and I used the graphic here of the books to remind me that it is related to a Calibre ebook. And I have a note here that shows me what the reference is. I'm looking for a newspaper article that described subway ride as living in a tomb. So I have a script that I can fire with a hotkey that opens up that book in Calibre and goes to exactly the right spot. This is the Calibre ebook viewer, and here's the book, The Race Underground, and here's the reference. Now before, what I had to do was open Calibre, search for the name of the book, wait for the ebook viewer to open, and then search for the phrase that I was after. But this is much simpler because I use the Calibre command line. Now it's a fairly complicated command line. It has the command ebook viewer followed by a switch that optionally tells you to open it to a certain location within the file. And then it has the complete path of the ebook, in this case an EPUB. So what I did with my node is I added attributes for the title, just enough of the title. It doesn't have to be exact, just enough that I'll be able to find it, and then the position within the file. Let me open this again and I'll show you that up here we see 9.0 out of 892. That's the position within the book, and that's the number I need to put in down here. So to build this command line, I wrote a script. Originally I was going to use SQLite and open up the Calibre database and look up the path and the title and use that, but Calibre doesn't create the file names the way that I expected, and it seemed to be too complicated. So all I'm doing is just looking for the file name itself. So I'm using the groovy file type, and I'm getting the value that I stored in my title attribute, and then I'm going to the Calibre library directory and recursing through the files, looking for a file. This is a regex, regular expression here. This says find a file that it starts with the title and ends with .epub. So I want to ignore Kindle files and PDFs and other types of files. I just want the EPUBs. And if I have specified a position within the text, as I did in this case, then format that number into the right open at formula. And then this just builds the command line. Open the ebook at this value for this file. So that's what happens when I run my command to open the ebook.